everyone, Elizabeth Connell-Barr here from Live Blood Online and Neogenesis Systems. I'm here with Dr. Oka Botha from Live Blood Online and Neogenesis Systems, who's going to be talking about what to look out for when choosing a training course. So over to you, Dr. Oka.
All right, thank you very much, Elizabeth. Well, there are a few very important things to look for when looking at a training course for live blood analysis. I think the first thing that's really important is to look for a course from a reputable company that's been around for some time, that has been training people for some time, and also the tutor needs to be a qualified and registered naturopathic practitioner who has actual hands-on experience with using live blood analysis in practice. Really important as a tutor, someone who's going to be teaching live blood analysis. And then in terms of the actual content of what's being taught in the course, really important that live blood analysis is covered in both bright field and dark field, that's covered in detail, as well as dry blood analysis, which is done in bright field. That's really critical. That is covered, and especially dark field in live blood analysis. There are a wide range of anomalies that are really only seen in dark field. With a proper dark field setup, you're only really able to see those anomalies. So very important to have that covered in detail in the course as well. And then in terms of the actual theory being taught, very important to cover the analysis of live blood from a nutritional perspective. So what nutritional aspects to pay attention to with the various anomalies that are encountered in blood samples. Also the theory of pleomorphism by Dr. Enderlein is a really important part of dark field microscopy. It's certainly not everything, but it really is an integral part of it, and it's really important to understand that clearly. And then with the training course, being able to identify anomalies correctly is extremely important. So many anomalies that occur in blood samples, as you might imagine, don't occur in a textbook example. So having a resource of images with lots of examples of anomalies that you may encounter in a sample is also really helpful, because it allows you to see all the different types of variations of how an anomaly might present when you're actually encountering it under the microscope. In addition to this information, it's also really important to cover the practical aspects of blood analysis. Now, live blood analysis, there is a very large theory component to it. Really important to be familiar with the theory, but also the practical aspects are really critical. Being able to work with a microscope, knowing what settings to use on the microscope when you're using different types or looking at different types of samples. And then also the taking of the blood samples. So actually being able to prepare a blood sample for analysis that's reliable is really important. It can almost be seen as an art, because it really takes a bit of practice, and you really need to have the right type of training to understand how to take blood samples correctly. With regards to the samples, also very important to know how to look at the sample. It's not simply a case of just placing the sample on the microscope and then looking at it. There's a very specific procedure in how to choose where you're going to look at a sample and how to actually assess the sample before analyzing it, to decide where the actual information that you're looking for in the sample is actually available, where you actually need to look to find that. With regards to the manual as well, the manual should be quite comprehensive. The various perspectives from all the researchers and pioneers in live blood analysis need to be covered. And also there should be enough information in the manual that it actually becomes a resource for you ongoing in practice that you can refer back to when you have questions, in complicated cases, something you can refer to for more information. We also need to look at the ongoing support after training, practitioners that have completed the course, what sort of platforms are there available for practitioners to continue learning after completing the training course, and then also the way that the materials are presented. Is it easy to access the information? How difficult is it to actually access the information, to actually cover or to go through the information and to digest the information that is there. And then I think the other really important thing is to look at accreditation. How is the course accredited? Who is it accredited by? And is the training institution registered with a specific recognized association? All right, so in terms of our training course, the course we've put together, we've made sure that all those boxes are actually ticked, and that everything is covered in detail, and that we ensure a high level of training as well with our training course. So if you are interested, just click on the link below.